Texas Motor Speedway is a site for the first race in the round of 12 for the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Many consider this the toughest round of the playoffs, and it starts with maybe the toughest race conditions all year long. Ambient temperatures near 100 degrees, heat index of 110, 130 in the car.
What's up, Texas Motor Speedway? Drivers, start your engine!
If it's fired up when you're ready, I'll let you know. They're rolling. Fired up when you're ready.
We're racing in Texas. Bubba Wallace, Chris Buescher into the gas first. Side by side as they go through 1 and 2 for the first time, and 3 wide back there in row 5.
Yeah, Larson got inside the 20 of Christopher Bell, which forced Denny Hamlin to the 3rd lane, but no battle settled up front as we see Bubba Wallace on the inside, that blue 17 of Chris Buescher on the outside.
Really impressed by Buescher's ability to run that second groove through 3 and 4 with pace early in this race.
As we continue to see drivers making their way onto pit road as it cycles through, Bubba Wallace will see if he is able to hold on to the lead.
Big crash. Turn 3 and 4.
Hard hit for the 3 team.
So the wheel came off of it. You see it, or you saw it bouncing down the racetrack. There it is.
Okay.
I'm not sure that.
Unbelievable. Oh.
Look at driver's side. The damage to the driver's side of this one for Dylan as the first caution has come out here.
This is entering 3, guys.
Watch the car behind him, Martin Truex Jr. He's going to go up the racetrack. He sees the problem. Tire wheel comes off the car, hard into the outside wall.
And that's just such a helpless feeling for the 3 of Dylan. I mean, you can't do anything.
8 cars way up the racetrack right here. He's got to get out of the gas. Going to recover down the back straightaway. Thinks he might have a problem. Look at him waving.
Yeah, big hand out the window of the 8.
Right front flat, right front.
Now do the people behind him know it. He's not going to try to get to pit road this time.
Running 3rd. And now he's dropped back to 5th, but Kyle Busch emphatically waving his hand out, thinking the right front was going down, but now he's back up to speed.
Yeah, this right now isn't how fast you can go. It's how you can keep the guy that's behind you. You know what I mean? You need to gain stage points. You don't have the pace to go up there and pass William Byron and
Oh, he's spinning out.
Up into the wall goes Kyle Busch. And hard contact with the back of the car. The caution comes out with under 7 laps to go in the stage.
He's going to back this thing all the way down the racetrack, Steve. He's trying to do minimal damage to the car by doing this. This is what he's thinking.
Denny Hamlin, knowing how good their car has been in these playoffs, decides to pit here, give up the stage points. But that was an interesting decision for Bubba Wallace. A long debate on the radio. Steve, we talked about how they desperately need playoff points. Bubba told Booty Barker, I'm in for whatever wins this race. And that's it. And the 11 hit the 54 here on pit road, Rick.
Massive damage to the right side of the 11.
Huge contact. I mean, the whole right side of the 11 from jack post back. Heavy damage, and that was contact with the left front right here. Ty Gibbs, where is Ty going? I mean, Ty's in the middle of the lane. He needs to be up much higher. That is, I mean, the 11 ran into him, but the 54 needed to give him more space.
And the smart move to win the stage is stay out. That's what Reddick has done. Buescher, Bell, Byron, all getting playoff points.
We got a spin.
Stage points.
The 19th around into turn 1. All the cars, Rick, were checking up really hard past the flag stand. And the rest of the field from behind, the second half of the field, just ran right up on the back bumper.
So let's take a look at it. So
everybody jumps out of the gas really hard. 43 hits the 6, 6 into the 19.
I don't know if Eric Jones didn't know it was the end of the stage.
Well, I will be honest with you. There was a couple cars that lifted really hard.
Kyle Larson has chased down and caught the 23 of Bubba Wallace. Can he get by him now is the question. He is definitely the fastest car out here right now. Larson has closed the gap to under 0.2 of a second. After restarting in the 7th position, Larson Now looking to take the lead away here at Texas. He goes with the high move again. This is what we saw before. He's going to pass him on the outside.
Look how much speed and grip that car has. The high line of the racetrack.
Things heating up again up front as we see Bubba Wallace. He slowed the 11 down. That allowed the 43 of Eric Jones to catch up there. And now Eric Jones seems to be one of the faster cars on track.
Is the speed dropping out of this 23 concerning, Steve? I mean, I know they're down on tires just a little bit, but looks like the balance going away on the long run for Bubba.
But if Larson stays up front, wins the stage, that's another playoff point that is available to him that he can carry on to the next round. As we see, Jones has now cleared the 11 of Hamlin.
Then he finally says, man, who is this guy? What is this silver car behind me?
It's like the great ghost. I don't know who this is back here.
He entered the playoffs with 17 playoff points, has now added 7 since they started. That's including that win at Darlington to kick things off. But he wins stage 2 here at Texas. Kyle Larson trying to hold off the 43 of Jones.
3 wide. Back in row 3 and row 4 and row 5. Restart's going to get really interesting now in this final stage.
Fight for the lead continues as Larson now surging ahead of that 43. Green flag pit stops are starting, Dave.
Happening now. Tyler Reddick on pit road. He'll get 4 and just a little air pressure adjustment to help him through the corners. Remember, Tyler led earlier today. He starts the cycle.
And I'm guessing that will bring a few others to pit road here shortly with under 59 laps to go in the race. And around goes the 99 of Suarez. Can he get it going? He's in the grass as he was trying to come to pit road. He cannot. The caution will come out.
That is bad news for Tyler Reddick, a playoff driver who had already serviced his car because he went a lap down with that pit stop.
So he's coming to pit road and just a little bit hot. Locks up the rear of the car, gets loose, spins around.
You're trying to carry so much speed to get onto pit road.
And for Ross Chastain in the 11th position, despite having that throttle position sensor going dead or going bad, making the most of the day, getting track position. As we have a crash right now.
Yep, the
15 of J.J. Yaley.
Yaley is around, and the caution has come out, which means another restart.
A lot of guys shading to the bottom. We're going to see who comes, and if the leaders do come, how many decide to stay out and try to leapfrog them.
Larson faking staying out or coming in and goes back out, and Jones, which is second, he comes onto pit road.
Great launch by Bubba Wallace in the outside lane.
Did he get a little help there from the 14 of Briscoe? They're door to door as they go through 1 and 2. Wheel to wheel into 3. Bubba Wallace holding strong on the outside.
What a move through 3 and 4 by Bubba Wallace to stay right there. He's going to have to stay aggressive, stay tight on the door of this 5.
Oh, around goes the 5. He slides it into the wall. He goes. The caution comes out.
Just get it rolling. Just get it rolling. You're fine.
No air on the 5 as he was going through turn 1, and around he went.
They go down in the corners like the back end just comes right around.
And remember, this is on older tires. You know, so although we haven't seen a massive difference in tire grip between old and new, you are sailing down into turn 1. And we talk about how little grip it is down there, and just the back of the car just comes around on him.
Junior, you mentioned it. Byron trying to get to the inside of Elliott for 3rd.
Oh, big crash on the front straightaway.
And a lot of cars collected. The 12 of Ryan Blaney's involved.
Oh, the 45 gets in the 45, 43, a bunch of cars into the wall really hard.
That was crazy. They both got into the wall kind of nose to tail.
Chaos ensued from that moment.
Zane Smith in the 38 sliding through the grass.
Bubba doesn't get the clearance that he needs. We're going to be side by side down into turn 1.
He's got the momentum.
Oh, he had to lift right there, Rick. Now we're side by side down the back straightaway contact. Here comes Byron to the inside, 3 wide.
3 wide for the lead. Now William Byron to the inside, right up to the back bumper of the 23. Wallace a little loose. Here comes Byron. He clears him. Byron in front. 5 laps to go. William Byron, the 25-year-old, is going to win at Texas. He's into the round of 8.
Go! 374! Hold on to round 8! Hell yeah!
300 wins for the Hendrick organization. And William Byron led only the final 6 laps to be able to get into the round of 8. We've mentioned the momentum that the 5 of Kyle Larson and the 11 of Denny Hamlin have had entering these playoffs. And with the accident of the 5 of Larson, does that momentum shift to the 24 now? William Byron, is he the front runner as we get closer to the championship 4 in Phoenix?